Greetings, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful and blessed Saturday. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. House Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is threatening to tank the massive infrastructure bill. This is just bad news for millions of Americans. Please watch until the end of this video to find out the winner of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez threatened to tank a bipartisan infrastructure bill that's crucial to President Biden's agenda if moderate Democrats manage to decouple it from a sweeping $3.5 trillion tax and spending bill that's filled with Democratic priorities. When asked during a question and answer on Instagram whether progressives were prepared to vote no on the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package if it was not linked to the larger budget bill, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez stated, "Yes, nothing would give me more pleasure than to tank a billionaire, fossil fuel, lobbyist-drafted energy infrastructure bill if they come after our child care and climate priorities," she said. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's comments come amid a fight among Democratic lawmakers over the passage of the multi-trillion-dollar spending package after both chambers of Congress approved the blueprint for the bill last month, and then the Senate passed the infrastructure bill. At the heart of the division is a fight for control over the size and scope of the spending package. Progressives right now say that the $3.5 trillion is a bare minimum needed to vastly expand the social safety net and combat climate change. However, many centrists are wary of another multi-trillion-dollar bill funded by a slew of new taxes on the wealthiest of Americans and corporations, no less after the crisis pushed the United States deficit to a record high. With their incredibly slim congressional majorities, Democrats face a delicate balancing act in pursuing their so-called two-track agenda, approving both a bipartisan deal and a reconciliation package that could cost several $1 trillion, or they risk losing the support of either moderate or progressive members. In the House, where Speaker Nancy Pelosi has just 3 seats to spare.
And I say to my Republican friends, take back your party. The country needs a big, strong Republican Party. Here I say that as a leader in the Democratic Party, but we need a big, strong Republican Party. You've done so much for our country. Take pride and take back your party. Don't have it be a cult of personality on the extreme right. This isn't about liberal or conservative. It's about radical, should we say, they don't believe in governance. So you see, for example, with COVID, if science says we should be wearing masks and government says you must wear a mask inside, they'll say we're anti-science, we don't believe the science to begin with, and we certainly are not going to obey the governance that requires that. That's one example. Of course, we go through this with climate change and so many other areas of denial that they're in. So, again, as nonpartisan as I can be, take back the Republican Party. I'm not a Republican. Take back your party, which has done so much for our country. And we can compete in the world of ideas about what the role of government is. We have confidence in our beliefs, but we have humility enough to listen to others and how things might work regionally or generationally or ethnically or whatever differences there are.
It is possible the progressive lawmakers could torpedo the bipartisan deal if it's not tethered to the larger reconciliation package that would build as the basis of President Biden's economic agenda and establish health, education, and environment programs. Nancy Pelosi last month committed to a September 27th deadline to vote on the infrastructure bill, which includes more than $500 billion in new funding for traditional projects like roads and bridges, in order to squelch a minor rebellion from centrist lawmakers. After centrist lawmakers held up the vote to advance the infrastructure and spending bills, Representative Ilhan Omar said, "You know, the whole thing was a fiasco, to be honest." But progressive lawmakers are seeking similar assurances that the comprehensive spending package does not crumble amid some pushback from moderates in both the House and the Senate, including Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Kristen Sinema of Arizona. Joe Manchin has called for a pause in the reconciliation bill that Democrats plan to pass along a party line vote. Other Democrats have blasted Joe Manchin's comments. Senator Bernie Sanders, the chairman of the Senate committee, likewise pledged to tank the infrastructure bill unless it was accompanied by the reconciliation measure. Bernie Sanders tweeted, "Rebuilding our crumbling physical infrastructure such as roads, bridges, water systems is so important. Rebuilding our crumbling human infrastructure, healthcare, education, climate change is more important. No infrastructure bill without the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill." Legislation could be released as soon as next week. So everyone, what are your thoughts on this bill? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Last week, as Congress considered a massive infrastructure package, Hurricane Ida barreled through major cities from Louisiana to Massachusetts, offering up the latest examples of how extreme weather can wreak havoc on subway stations, roadways, and power lines. 1/4 of residents in New Orleans still remain without power. Up north, some residents of New York and New Jersey continue to sort through wreckage on Tuesday when President Biden visited and met with officials. President Biden, Governor Phil Murphy, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, all Democrats, used the occasion to note the urgency of passing an infrastructure bill. President Biden hit the same notes even harder. Biden stated, "Climate change poses a great threat to our lives, to our economy. The question, can it get worse? We can stop it from getting worse. And when I talk about building back better, and Chuck is fighting for my program, and our program on the Hill, when I talk about building back, I mean, you can't build to what it was before the last storm. You've got to build better so that if the storm occurred again, there would be no damage." Environmental advocates and experts are unanimous in their support for the Build Back Better agenda, which is actually two bills: the bipartisan infrastructure bill that passed the U.S. Senate and the budget framework that passed both houses of Congress on party line votes, and which will have its details filled in during the budget reconciliation process. Everyone, the winner of this week's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway is Wanda Arbau. Congratulations, Wanda! Please make sure to respond to my comment to claim your gift card. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me here tonight. I truly and greatly appreciate it. To enter my next giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword of the day. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very blessed weekend.